Hello everybody, I'm back here again for another video. I probably should have recorded one over the weekend, but we got a ton of snow, so I was a bit preoccupied shoveling and snow blowing and tunneling my way out of my house. And then the next day I was just so tired that I was like, I physically just cannot. But here I am today, ready to pick up again and keep going with this channel and making more videos. And because of the snow, I'm a little inspired to maybe do like snow scenes. I'm thinking character to building a snowman or doing snow angels or sitting around a little fire and having some hot cocoa. Just some like winter scenes, and both kind of working a little bit more on either backgrounds depending on the scene or kind of objects or people interacting with objects, as well as still being able to design and create new characters and stuff. So I'm feeling the chill. It's creeping in through the windows and I see so much snow outside still, so I'm like, I might as well make this video. Yeah, I'm excited. I hope we get to do some cute stuff, and yeah, let's start sketching. So definitely snowman. We'll make a list here. Snowman, snow angels, or kind of like a snowball fight, and then maybe like a hot cocoa, hot chocolate, or tea kind of little circle of people having a good old time. It's so weird now being older. When I was a kid, snow was probably one of the coolest things ever. And all you wanted to do was just play outside for hours on end, regardless of how cold your little tootsies got or your fingies. You were just like, I don't care, take me to the snow, please. Like, just let me fester in it for days. I remember even wearing like those snow pants or like snowsuits. Now I'm like, nope, I'm going out in sweatpants and a jacket, and I hope that's enough. Oh man, but then it's always the day after snow that just especially ruins it. Like, once it starts getting like dirty from all the cars and the plows going by, it loses kind of the magic that it once had, because you're like, oh, no, it's crusty snow, I don't want to touch that. But yeah, now whenever there's a forecast of snow, my whole soul just kind of dies, because I'm like, great, now I get to go shovel for 3 hours. I know, I remember too, I used to never wear gloves or a hat in the wintertime, and boy, was I missing out on some good comfort, because wearing them now, I'm like, why did I never wear winter hats? What was wrong with me? Ooh. I also feel like I'm getting winter allergies or something. I've been really sniffly lately. And I don't know if it's allergies kicking in or it's just because of the cold, but I feel like I sounded a little congested in the Jujutsu Kaisen video I released last week. But that's okay. I really want to do like kind of fluffy earmuffs. Earmuffs are so cute. I need to get myself a pair. I've never owned a pair of earmuffs before. I think winter clothes are so cute. I'm also really biased, and I hate being hot, and I get hot really easily, and it makes me grumpy and sad. So I just prefer fall and winter so much more, because my philosophy and my argument every time, right, is there's only so much you can take off in the summertime to cool you down until a point where you either just kind of accept it for what it is, or you have a fan or an AC going or something, or you have like the windows down if you're in the car. But at least you can always get warmer in the winter. You can add a layer, you can add 2 more layers, you can wear a blankie, some cozy fuzzy socks, which are my favorite to wear in the wintertime to keep my little toesies warm. But yeah, I feel like you can always add more if you're cold, but there only goes so far where you can take off clothes or layers where you're like, okay, I'm still sweltering hot. Also, sidebar, I have been keeping up with this current season of Demon Slayer, and this past week's episode is stressing me out. I will not say anything because obviously spoilies, and I'm not a spoily Andy, but I was riding high real quick, and then I was riding very low real quick. Oh no, I need more. I need to know what happens. I'm so stressed. Oh, goodness. Oh, I need to get into more anime too. I feel like I go through these phases where all I want to do is watch anime, and then there are other times where like I can really only focus on one or two shows at a time. And I'm also the type of person that when I know that there's so many good animes out there that I haven't even looked at or I've heard of and I haven't watched yet. But man, when I look at Crunchyroll and I just see all of the different options, I get overwhelmed. It's like there's too many choices, so I have no idea where to even start. This kind of, without like any hair already, it looks like kind of like an old guy with, or an old person with like, they're bald on the top, but their hair wraps around the low end of their skull. It's super fluffy on the side. Oh my gosh. I'm halfway tempted to make this like an old man character instead. Yeah, I think I'm gonna give him a big like winter hat instead, because I kind of like the idea of making a little old man, like an old man making snow angels, either with his like grandson or granddaughter or grandchild. Oh my god, this could even be a little grandma too. And it's just instead of having the no hair on top, it's like her curly hair is just under her little hat. Give him a little bit of age lines. A little sniffing snoot. A little bit of crow's feet. Gonna make that snoot a bit bigger. And then they could be in like a little turtleneck. Oh, I can't. Something along that. Little thumbnail. Like a super young kid, and maybe they have matching hats. They could have matching winter hats. Oh, I'm loving this. Okay, pause. I'm now thinking, because I want to do 3 different scenes. What if it's just the 3 of them doing the different activities I was saying? Like, they're doing the snowman, or and then into like snow angels or whatever, and then they at the end of the day sit up by the fire and have some hot cocoa together. I can see it. It's so cute. Okay, so we've got the grandparent. I still haven't decided yet if I want it to be a grandfather or a grandmother, but we got one, and now I gotta design the kid. Kind of big round cheeks. And they're just so excited to spend the day with their grandparent on a snow day. Oh my gosh. It's really like big excited eyes. So cute. Oh. Snow days were literally the coolest thing ever when you were a kid. Because you were like, no school? I'm all about that. Maybe the hat's just a little too big. Oh. Or they're borrowing like the other grandparent's hat. Maybe the other grandparent is out doing something or going like grocery shopping or something. And this hat's like too big on them. It's a little too big, but. Hi, sweetie. Oh, what's wrong? Come snug. Hi. And now my other kitty showed up. Hello. What are you doing? They both look cute. They look like they could be siblings, honestly. Oh, it would be fun to draw like the two of them with the grandparent. But I also don't want to bite off more than I can chew right now. I'd rather be able to do two people well than, three people a little bit, maybe a little bit mediocre. Let's see, what else can we do? Oh, I can see her with like a giant little layered scarf. I have to think of the, if I want to do these poses. Spoon angel shape is generally like this with kind of exaggerated shapes since you're just like flailing your arms back and forth. Like the big puffy jacket. Obviously, it'd be quite nicer and neater in the actual drawing than in this one, but I just want to get kind of like the shapes down a little and see how they look. It's either I do kind of like a top-down angle or I try to manage kind of like because I could also, now I'm like interested in the idea of these two being siblings and playing in the snow. And I could almost see like one making the snow angel while the other one kind of looks and admires their work. Kind of like triumphant, but you only see like what's left behind. I kind of want to draw the two of them together, the two siblings, and see them kind of like side by side. Yeah, maybe maybe the boy gets on her nerves. Please ignore his face on the left. I just wanted them to be silly together. I don't know. No, I just thought, like, as they're fighting, you just have the grandparent in the background just being like, please stop. She goes from being super happy and cute to just being like, oh no, why did I agree to take the grandkids today? That looks like a family picture if I've ever seen one. guess we can just try out different poses and see how I like them and maybe work through them a bit on this side. Okay, let's start figuring out what these characters are gonna do. Now coming back and looking at this, like the difference between that face and that face. She looks so sad. Okay, so I guess maybe the most straightforward one would be sketching the snowman scene. And let's at least start. Get kind of the parameters of the stage here, or of the scene. Get the snowman. The boy is kind of focused on putting the buttons on. And then the girl's helping the grandmother maybe put the nose on. And that's where we get the little tippy toes in. It must be cuter too if the boy is focusing on the buttons, maybe if he's like sitting down and we get his back, but we see that he's like crisscross applesauce and like reaching up to put on that final button. That would actually be really cute, as opposed to him just standing off to the side. That way it feels a little bit more interactive, but I could move maybe the grandmother over. So her and the granddaughter looking at each other. And then we get to see more of the grandmother. So they're smiling or laughing together. Little boy, even though he's facing away, he's at least still next to the grandmother, so he still feels kind of included in the activity, and he's focused on putting the buttons on. And she's adding the nose, and maybe the grandmother's like putting the eyes in or something. Okay, that's good enough. It's not perfect. I've never claimed to be perfect, so just have patience with me. That's all I ask. I want the head of the snowman to be dead center, and then build the middle torso part out from there. And then we have base, which I'm not gonna have it come all the way down because remember, I want to keep some room for this little dude here. I kind of want like, maybe I want the ground to end here instead. So get rid of these feet because they're throwing me off. I'm trying to think of how he would be sitting. I mean, I like the pose, or I like the scene, but I feel like, I don't know. I don't think I'm gonna color this one, just because it's too small. I drew this huge frame and then I didn't even use it. It's okay though. I need something like a close-up shot so I can get more of their face detail in. There's just not enough room here. This one's way too small. I'm not really sold on that either. I don't know. I must have more fun just like designing them so I could actually see their faces. Now trying to put them in a scene, I just feel like takes away from what I want to see from them. I'm thinking of maybe doing just kind of like a family picture instead. I don't know, I like, the more I look back at this, I like the idea of doing like a cute version of that instead. Like, I do like the idea of doing a scene, but again, I want to see their faces, and I feel like trying to capture too much background information, I just can't really focus on them as much. Yeah, I'd rather this so I can actually draw, like, the three of them. I can totally picture, like, the little boy just being, like, so awkward with family pictures. And maybe it's like, oh... first snow of the season. They are too cute. The more I stare at it, I'm like, that is actually adorable. Or what if they're like outside when they take the picture, and in the distance is their little snowman that they built, and that's how he gets incorporated in. Wait, that is adorable. I love it. Obviously draw him a little bit better. But yeah, like a Polaroid of them all together. Oh, I'm gonna cry. That's so cute. Okay. I love them. They're my new favorites. Look at her face. Oh my gosh. They're too cute. Okay. This is happening. I'm gonna do some line art. And then I have to be very careful when I color this in, because they're still a little small. But I think I'll be okay. I'll be able to... I'll keep a steady hand, I think. I might do a no and just... Yeah, I'm just gonna do the line art and not erase, just because I am too lazy to deal with that right now. And I will erase after, because they're too kind of mushed in with one another, and I don't want to risk... kind of losing everyone's face. Okay, now that this is erased, I'm gonna pick out my colors and then we'll color this bad boy in. Okay, so obviously we're gonna do some use some cooler warm tones to indicate the snow. That's way too skin tony. My dry as heck C0. C2 gonna be too dark though? Yeah, it is too dark. Can I find something in between? What about W0? Ooh, I like W0. Okay. For the snow. And actually, I might use C2 as kind of like the stormy sky in the background. You know, usually the sky's the gray and overcast when it snows. I mean, this orange is obvious for the little snowman's nose. I need to make the girl's hair black because I accidentally did too much line art in her hair. Maybe the grandma and the grandson have like matching blue hats. I really want blue in there, and maybe the girl has red on. Like a red scarf. And maybe dark red. Yeah, like a red scarf, maybe a black, maybe like a dark gray jacket. Actually, no, I kind of want his jacket to be dark. Or actually, he could have like a dark blue jacket and a light blue hat. Almost want a little bit darker than that. This one. Yeah, I could use this one. B18. 129. BV25. And then the grandmother, she has the blue hat. Maybe she has like a purple jacket. Purple's cute. I think that'll work. And then she can just have grayish, maybe a combination of the C2 and BV25 together. Yeah. I say let's go for it. I'm gonna first start with the sky, as I already color outside the line. Oh me, oh my. Again, I do not think I'm perfect. I'm by no means a professional artist. I'm just here, you know, struggling along in my own little world. It's dried out. I'm gonna just. Oh, that's C3. Oh no. Actually, you know what? I'll do this side. To lighten it up just a smidge. I genuinely think there's nothing left in this marker. Hear how dry it is. And then the snow is gonna be like just kind of off-white, warm color. Even darker back there, underneath these little shadowy bits. Could even get, what was this, warm 0? Where's my warm 2? Very lightly. Emphasize the shadows in there. And then we can start in. I might do the little boy first. Give him his little blue hat. with the light blue first for his jacket. And then use this dark blue to really emphasize the shadows in his jacket and hat. Center 2. And then we'll go back in with another layer of the blue to blend this out. Now with the grandmother, I need to go luckily this purple's dark. Maybe he also has black hair to tie in with their siblings. I was gonna have these two have matching hats, but I do want to kind of, I don't want it to all be one blue. So I'm thinking maybe, since he has like a darker, I mean like they're almost the same color coat, what if I do a light purple hat. And then she has a dark purple jacket. A bit of black for the coal eyes and buttons. And then I'll use the red again to tie it in the little girl's red. I'll just give her, I'll give her the light purple gloves. And I'll just go in. I'm gonna give this Polaroid some mild color too, just so it doesn't look empty. And then, yeah, I think I'm gonna add a little bit of snow in with my white gel pen. Yeah, I really enjoy that. I do think I went a little too much on the white for his eye. Okay, I think I'm done. I know this video, I feel like I didn't talk too much. I don't know, I was so focused on trying to make something look good that I feel like my brain couldn't handle talking and doing at the same time today. But yeah, it definitely was a bit of a journey here. I went from just drawing one person that wasn't even intended to be an elderly woman, and then she just kind of came out of there, to then drawing grandkids, and then going on this journey of, oh, I'm gonna do 3 different poses. Yeah, okay. Doing some thumbnails and kind of seeing what I wanted to do, and then eventually coming here and landing on a family winter portrait, which I don't even think I could have imagined thinking of when I first started. I just wanted to get rid of some of this. eraser shaving mess that's left behind. But yeah, I had a lot of fun. I think the winter theme is really cute, and getting this, like, little family portrait just puts a smile on my face. Like, I can just imagine the three of them hanging out on a wintry day, even though I didn't draw, but, like, making the snowman, doing the snow angels, having hot cocoa. I could just picture them having a cute little fun snow day together, and I don't know, the more I look at this, like, obviously it's not super detailed, it's a little messy and stuff, but there's just something very charming about it. Like, the three of them having a little snow day together. They look so bundled up and warm and cozy, and it just makes me smile. Is it the best thing I've made? Probably not, but I don't know. There's a charm to it regardless. It's a lot of fun to kind of come up with these things and kind of see where my brain starts and how it finishes, and even though I couldn't really commit to what I was originally planning, I'm still pretty happy with this. I think this is a cute little illustration, and I don't know, I could see this in, like, a little photo album and something. Thank you so much for watching. I had a lot of fun. These are now my new favorite little family members, and maybe I might expand on their little journey together in the future, because they just make me smile. I don't know what it is. I appreciate you always coming along this journey with me. It might have been a little bit of a mess, but hey, we made to a destination at least, which is good enough for me. Yeah, I'd love to hear you guys' thoughts in the comments below, or even like and subscribe to let me know that I'm doing something right here with these videos. I really appreciate it. I hope to see you in the next one. And yeah, as always, have a great one. Thanks again. Bye-bye.